Well-developed glutes play a huge role in creating a balanced and aesthetically pleasing lower body physique. Glutes help to achieve a coveted hourglass figure in women and a strong athletic look in men. Glute growth also provides symmetry between the upper and lower body, which enhances the overall appearance of a lean and proportional physique. The glutes are made up of three muscles: the gluteus maximus, medius, and minimus. And this muscle group is the largest in the body and form the foundation for the shape and contour of the hips and buttocks. In addition to aesthetics, the glutes are crucial for functional movement, balance, and posture. They play a key role in a wide range of lower body exercises, including squats, deadlifts, and lunges. By strengthening the glutes, it not only enhances your stability while performing exercises, but it also greatly decreases your risk of injury. This combination of form and function makes it essential to train your glutes for both strength training and bodybuilding. In this video, we're going to discuss three crucial strategies that, when implemented properly, will not only improve the size and appearance of your glutes, but also your lower body strength. So without wasting any time, let's jump into the first strategy of this video, which is to bias the glutes during lower extremity compound exercises. Many people don't realize that you can bias one muscle group over another when performing compound exercises, and this leads to more stress on that muscle group and ultimately more growth. But before we dive into how to use this strategy, let's first discuss what a compound exercise is. Compound exercises refer to movements that work multiple muscle groups at the same time, with some examples including squats, deadlifts, RDLs, and lunges. These exercises are key in any bodybuilding routine because they maximize muscle activation, and with small adjustments you can shift the emphasis to recruit even more muscle fibers in the targeted area. The two main compound exercises that I want to discuss in this video, it's going to be RDLs and lunges. Both can easily be modified to target the glutes, and we're going to start with RDLs. Traditionally, RDLs work the posterior chain, mainly hitting the hamstrings and the glutes. When performing a standard RDL, as you see in this clip, the majority of the effort is placed on the hamstrings first, followed by the glutes. Notice that in this video, I have a slight knee bend, but keep my legs mostly straight. However, to shift more of the work to the glutes, you'll want to incorporate deeper knee and hip flexion. And with this adjustment, the glutes are now taking on the majority of the load. Try this tweak even just using your body weight, and you're going to feel an immediate difference in how much your glutes are firing versus your hamstrings. Next, let's talk about lunges, which follow a similar principle. In traditional lunges, as shown in this video, my torso stays relatively upright, which primarily targets the quads, while the glutes provide secondary support. However, if you lean your torso forward and introduce more hip flexion, you'll drastically shift the focus to the glutes. This simple strategy makes a huge difference, and when you properly optimize these two form tips that I mentioned, you're going to see huge development in your glutes, and you're going to feel the difference. Now let's jump to strategy number 2, which is going to be to train the glute medius and minimus. These two muscles are always overlooked, but they're crucial for glute development. Located on the outer part of the hip, their main role is hip abduction, bringing the leg out to the side, and they also help to stabilize the pelvis. When developed, these muscles add significant width to the glutes. While the glute max contributes to the backward projection of the glutes, these muscles are key to enhancing horizontal width. But like I mentioned earlier, despite their importance, many people neglect them, despite it being very easy to train. So let's dive into some exercises to build these muscles, along with strategies to incorporate them on other exercises. And we're going to start it off with the most obvious exercise that most people know, and that's going to be the hip abduction machine. Most people have seen or maybe tried this exercise, but fail to perform it consistently. And the main suspects are men. Please throw your ego out the window and you need to start doing this. This directly focuses on building the glute medius and minimus, and at the very least, it should at least be incorporated on your leg days so you target this muscle group. However, because you clicked on this video, I know that you're taking your glute development serious, and I know that you're going to implement the other strategies as well. And that's going to be incorporating glute medius and minimus training during goblet squats. If you own any kind of resistance band, then you have exactly what you need. Just place the band right around your legs, slightly above the knees. As you perform the squat, you'll need to actively push your knees out against the band to maintain proper form. And this added resistance forces your glute med and min to engage and do the work to stabilize your knees. And the best part about this is that you can and should implement this on every squat exercise that you're doing. Now, before we jump into the last strategy, if you're enjoying the video so far, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more fitness videos and content. According to YouTube analytics, only 10% of those who watch my videos are actually subscribed, so please bring that number up. You can always change your mind later. And now to finish off the video, let's discuss strategy number 3, which is to implement glute isolation exercises. This strategy goes without explanation because if you don't train your glutes enough, you're obviously not going to see growth. But with that being said, many people aren't sure what exercises to perform, so that's exactly what I want to discuss. Just to name a few, on a semi-regular basis, you should try and perform hip thrust, hip extension machine, and cable pull-throughs. I typically try to include 2 glute isolation exercises on my leg days, so keep that in mind next time you go to the gym. Implementing the first 2 strategies are good and they should be implemented, but if you fail to perform the isolation exercises on top of it, your glutes are not going to grow. These 3 strategies all build and complement each other. So if you implement them, you're gonna fast track your glute progress and growth. So next time you hit the gym for a leg day, be sure to come back to this video, rewatch it, and make sure you implement the tips. But don't stop there. If you're serious about having a developed lower body, you need to grow your quads. So check out this video now where I discuss the best strategies to develop your quads and take your lower extremity growth to the next level.